So hi everyone, in today's video we will learn SA 720, that is auditors responsibilities in relation to other information. So here other information means annual report of the company. Okay, so what are the first we will learn what are the objectives of this standard. Okay, so auditors objective is to identify whether there is a material inconsistency between other information and financial statement and other information and auditors knowledge. Okay, this is the first ऑब्जेक्टिव. ओके, सो वो क्या करेगा, एनुअल रिपोर्ट लेगा एंड ही विल check amount and other items in annual report with the amount and other items in the financial statement and check whether there is any inconsistency. Okay, and second thing, to respond accordingly if there is any inconsistency, and third thing is report in accordance with SS. Okay, so there are three objectives of this standard. First one is to identify whether there is a material inconsistency, second thing is to respond accordingly, and third thing is to provide or report on the matters in accordance with the SS. Okay, now coming to how he will respond to the matter or how he will respond to the material inconsistency. Okay, first he will discuss with the management, okay, regarding the other information, and he will try to obtain the other information prior to the date of audit report. Okay, audit report prepare करने से पहले management के साथ discuss करेगा and ask them to provide the annual report which they are working on, which is in a draft versions, to provide them. Okay, once it is completed, and he will try to get those other information prior to the date of audit report. Okay, and if it is not possible to get the report or other information prior to the date of audit report, then auditor will make the arrangement with the management, like he will get management representation letter that management will provide the other information once the report is finalized. Okay, like once the annual report is finalized and after the audit date of audit report. Okay, he will provide the management representation letter. Here it is compulsory to get management representation letter if it is not possible for the management to provide the other information prior to the date of auditor's report. Okay, now if he provides the other information, like management provides the other information, then what are the responsibilities of the auditors? First, auditor will go through the other information. He will read each and everything, like he will compare the amounts and other items with the financial statements, and he will see whether there is any inconsistency between other information and financial statement and other information with auditor's knowledge. Okay, and if he has a doubt that there is a material misstatement or material inconsistency, okay, between other information or auditor's knowledge, then he will discuss with the management regarding whether other information is misstated either, okay, or financial statement is misstated. And if necessary, he will perform other audit procedures also, and if necessary, he will update his understanding about the entity that he obtained in accordance with SA 315. Okay, SA 315. He will update his basically ROMM, okay, risk of material misstatement. And after applying all the audit procedures, he concludes that, okay, initially he had a doubt that there are material inconsistency between other information and financial statement. Now after performing other audit procedures, he concludes that there is a material misstatement in other information. Okay, then in that case what auditor will do? If other material misstatement of other information exists, then auditor will speak or auditor will communicate with the management and request them to correct the other information. If auditor agrees to correct the other information, then well and good. Okay, everything is sorted and auditor will issue his audit report accordingly after checking the corrections made by the management. Okay, and if management refuses to make the correction in the other information, then auditor will go one level above, that is he will communicate the misstatements with those charged with governance and ask them to correct the material misstatement. Okay, now there are two options with those charged with governance. One is he will correct the misstatement, and another one is he will not agree to correct the misstatement. Okay, if in this case in case he corrects the misstatement, then well and good, auditor will perform his audit procedures, and issue the audit report. Okay, and if TCWG does not agree to correct the other information, in that case what they will do, what the auditor will do. Okay, first thing, when other information is obtained prior to the auditor's report. Okay, auditor, other information has been obtained but auditor has not yet issued his audit report, then, and TCWG has not yet corrected the material misstatement, then there are two options with the auditor. Okay, either he will modify his audit report accordingly. Okay, he will first check whether to provide qualified opinion, adverse opinion, or modified opinion, etc. Okay, adverse opinion, etc. He will check the implications in his audit report and communicate the wordings of the audit report with those charged with governance. Okay, this is first options with the auditor. And if he if possible, and if the material misstatement is pervasive to the financial statement, then there is an option with the auditor to withdraw from the engagement according to the laws and regulations. Okay, there are two options. One is he will issue modified opinion in his audit report, and second thing, if necessary, he will withdraw from the audit engagement. Okay, there are two options. And if other information is obtained by the auditor after the auditor's report, okay, in that case what the auditor will do, in that case auditor has to take the legal actions, and he will report the matter to he will brought the matter to the attention of the users of the financial statements accordingly. Okay, there are these two options with the auditor. Okay, I think this is the brief step of SA 720 auditors responsibilities in relation to other information. Okay, now coming to reporting part, there are two differences in one difference in listed entity reporting and unlisted entity reporting. Okay, in listed entity reporting, what happens, other information may be obtained after the auditor's report. Okay, because sometimes listed entities will take sufficient time to prepare the annual report that may be issued or that may be finalized after the audit report has been issued. Okay, so in that case, in auditor report may include the line expected to obtain, obtained, or expected to obtain. Okay, obtained means other information is obtained prior to the auditor's report, or other information will be expected to obtain after the auditor's report. And in unlisted company, anyway it is obtained prior to the auditor's report, so it will be mentioned that some or all the information has been obtained prior to the auditor's report. So what and all auditors should will show in or will mention in auditor's report. So first one, he will mention a separate section in auditor's report with the name other information or other, accordingly any other suitable name. Okay, and first thing, he will mention that auditor is not responsible for the other information. It is the responsibility of the management for other information. Okay, other information का जो भी responsibility है वो management का है. It is not the responsibility of the management. Okay, now second thing what he will mention, that he is the opinion what he has mentioned in the auditor's report is pertaining to the financial statements only and not for the other information. Okay, जो भी opinion auditor ने दिया है audit report पे वो sole and wholly वो wholly includes for only financial statements, not for अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन. ओके, अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन का सिर्फ ऑडिटर क्या करेगा, देखेगा वो कंसिस्टेंट है या नहीं फिनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट के साथ. अगर मटेरियल मिस स्टेटमेंट है तो करेक्शन के लिए बोलेगा, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली ऑल दोज प्रोसीजर्स आर इंक्लूडेड. ओके, एंड इफ ही इज नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द ओपिनियन ऑफ द अदर इन्फॉर्मेशन. एंड थर्ड थिंग इज he will mention that okay, a third thing is if auditor has obtained other information prior to the audit report and he has verified, read all the other information and he has verified, then auditor will mention that there is nothing to report in the auditor's report regarding other information if other information is correct. Okay, these are the important reporting parts. You can go through the study material and you can go through any other questions bank also, because this is one of the important topic of CA final audit. You may expect a question from this SA 720. So prepare accordingly. All the best for your exams, and if you have any doubts then please mention your doubts in comment section below and I'll try to answer all your doubts. Thank you so much. All the best.